Alright, what's up everybody, it's Tyrone here. Hope you guys are doing well, hope you guys are doing good. Thank you for watching my YouTube video, and today's YouTube video we're going to be talking about what Titanfall 2 can essentially teach other games, and Respawn and Same can teach other gaming developers. Because there's a lot of things that they can teach. For example, there are many ways how to get money, but you don't have to overprice your game, you don't have to cut out the player from getting DLC and stuff like that. All you have to do, have the game at $60, promise free DLC, deliver on free DLC that is worthwhile, and you can have microtransactions such as cosmetics. But you have to have a whole lot of good cosmetics already in the game. That way the player develops goodwill. That way they can buy the even better looking ones. You can't just have all these bad looking camos and then expect the player to want to buy the good ones. That's just going to alienate your player base. That's just going to make the players hate you. They're gonna make him hate you, Sledgehammer, Treyarch. You're making us hate you. I mean, not saying that I already didn't. I stopped loving Treyarch after Black Ops 2, and I never liked Sledgehammer. Anyways, it's amazing that I have to say that you need to build up goodwill, because there's a point in time where that was a standard, where you can have a good campaign, great multiplayer, and good endgame. That was something that was, a given when you buy a game at $60. Now you can play $60 at least, but you have to pay more to get the DLC. That's stupid. It's dumb that we have to pour in more money for half-work DLC, even if we want to continue having fun with the game. Because eventually, they're going to split up the player base by having season pass holders have their own playlist, and it's going to alienate the things. It's going to alienate your game. You're going to screw up your own game. Titanfall 2 doesn't do this. They make all the DLC free. They give you everything that you need. In their first DLC, they brought back a fan favorite map from Titanfall 1, Angel City, plus Prime Titans, and all those do is just change up your execution, change up the look, while not adjusting your hitbox. They're just a different skin. There's nothing else to it. All right. In the campaign, there are so many fun things. So many. For example, there's one mission where you're jumping between the present and the past. That's one of the funnest missions I've ever played in my life. I'm not going to say Titanfall 2 has the best story. It has a really, really good one. One that warrants a replay. I find myself replaying the campaign, trying to see how I can do things different. Different voice lines. I love doing that. I love going back to the campaign, making different decisions. I like doing that. In other games you can't do that. You're set on this one linear path. It's so it's so bad. Titanfall 2 does it great. And Titanfall 2 is a heavily underrated game. And that in a major part is actually due to Respawn. Alright? This is where I'm gonna criticize the creator of the game. Because they did the dumbest thing, and they released this game in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Even though Infinite Warfare was already gonna receive so much hate, we already knew millions of people were gonna buy it. Alright, after all that crap everybody was talking, everybody knew they were gonna buy it anyway. Same thing with Black Ops 4. As I admitted in one of my own videos. They chose those in the middle between two of the most highly anticipated games. They decided to release this one, where your first one wasn't a colossal failure, but it was a failure. You should have waited. They should have waited until spring, and then that's when they should have released Titanfall 2. If they'd done that, it would have been millions of copies, hands down. Don't even try to debate me. Sorry that I went off on that tangent. Back onto the main point. In the multiplayer, they made enormous improvements than its first game. The graphics were better, obviously. The controls were better, and the animations were really cool. Now, instead of having 3 Titans, you had 6 at launch, and each one had a different playstyle. For example, Scorch was meant to be played for a close to low medium engagement Titan, and Tone was all around. Northstar was long range, and Ronin you had to play close range for him. No other way around it. In Cold War 2, they tried to make improvements, but they failed every time. For example, with their divisions, if you wanted to run a suppressor on your SMG, you had to choose the Airborne class. What if you didn't like the Airborne class? What if you don't like the SMGs, but you want a suppressor on your M1 Grand? I'm not saying anybody wants to, I'm just saying. Well, screw you. You have to choose the Airborne if you want a suppressor on your SMG, and you can only have them on SMGs. I know the Call of Duty games, you could put them on any weapon. Just a little food for thought. this game, it's really fun. It really is. And I'm not even done giving you more examples of what Titanfall 2 can teach other gaming companies. Alright, for example, the microtransactions in DLC, they're free like I said before, and the microtransactions, they are only cosmetic only, right? And there's so many good camos in the game already, and a whole lot of camos in the game, in the base game, that you don't even have to buy the other ones. There's so many that you can just earn by just playing the game. Getting the in-game currency. And speaking of the in-game currency, none of it can be bought with real-world money, and after every match, you get a whole lot of that. You get a whole bunch of that in-game currency every time you finish the match. You know, on COD World War II, I'm sorry that I'm ragging on it so much, but I have to. You don't get that many. You have to do these bounties, and they'll give you like 100 to 300, right? But then all the weapons that you want to unlock with that cost like 18,000. And these limited time ones, it was even harder to get without buying the COD points. What's up with that, man? Why can't I just get them through just playing the game? Alright, speaking of the weapons, everyone has access to them. Everyone. And they're not super hard challenges. Even though that's not too much of a big deal, you know, having a hard challenge to get a really good gun. I like that. That's one of the reasons why I play Destiny. Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 now with their new sniper. But still.
You are dominating.
Let's talk about loot boxes. Loot boxes are everywhere. Halo 5, Battlefield 5. Battlefield 4. My bad. COD Infinite Warfare, COD World War II, Black Ops C, Battlefield 1. Alright? And even Ghost Recon Wildlands has loot boxes. Ghost Recon didn't have loot boxes at launch, they put them in there later. What's up with that? Not just that, but every one of these games you can earn weapons or attachments in them. Not only that, but you have worthless character customization. It's completely useless. Black Ops 3 and COD World War 2, I'm definitely looking at you because it is dumb. It is really stupid. And Halo 5, you are 100% to blame for this as well. For example, I'm gonna rag on COD World War 2 again. There are so many pistol grips in the game, and I am convinced, I just know that there's more pistol grips and actual character customization more than actual weapons in the game. That is so dumb and so scummy. What is wrong with you? Whatever happens to just loading up, creating your loadout, your weapon loadout, and then going in? Why is there so many helmets or face paints? Who cares? Who actually cares? I don't care about how my character looks. I just go in and I just try to have a fun time. But if I'm opening these dumb loot boxes, these supply drops, and if I'm not getting anything out of them other than pistol grips or a worthless helmet that looks ugly, why am I still playing the game? And that's why so many people fell off of this game. And I don't think you're gonna get anybody back because you screwed up your own game, man. Titanfall 2, you don't have this problem. Their loot boxes are nowhere. Currency cannot be bought with real world money, and the only thing that can be bought is skins. And guess how much those cost? 99 cents to $2. That's it. And it's not just like one camo either. It's a whole pack of camos and calling cards. Can we not have that? And in the DLCs, they have maps, modes, and remaster old ones and bring in Prime Titans. And all of those are available to all the players. There is no season pass. Everyone has access to the maps. Everyone has access to the new modes, Live Fire, Aegis, Titan Assault, all those ones. Alright? And now when it comes to guns and specialist skills, you can play with whatever you want, with whatever class you want. If I want to run 2 pistols, I can do it. If I want to do it on the hard wall specialist, I can do it. It doesn't matter. Alright? They give me all different ways how to fight, and then they're just gonna let me choose how I want to do it. If I want to run 2 pistols with a rocket launcher, they're gonna let me do it. If I want a weapon that shoots out multiple missiles, and then I want to have a pistol and then a charge rifle, I can do it. And it doesn't come with, taking up an extra slot. This pick 10 system, it doesn't exist. This division system, it doesn't exist either. They just let you go balls to the walls with whatever you want to do. That's the type of stuff that we need. That's the type of things that gamers actually want. Titanfall 2 does it well, and just because Titanfall 2 didn't sell well, doesn't mean you can just rag on the game and think, oh yeah, it was a failure, no one really liked it. No one really knew about it because the developer was too stupid to release this game in the spring. Thank you for watching my YouTube video. Hope you guys enjoy. Please leave a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.